Hello, no silly intro today. A big thank you that I want to say to all you new subscribers, everyone that shared the video. It's getting a lot of really good interest, lots of feedback on Twitter. Thank you very much. Crack on with the episode. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Swansea City FM17 beta save. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. I sort of got involved in just playing the game. We were last together for the Man City 4-0 loss. That was followed up by a 2-0 loss at Liverpool, which was thoroughly disappointing. We went from there and drew 1-1 with Spurs, which was slightly better. Beat Southampton away 3-1, which was a really good performance. I thought, yes, we've turned a corner. And we followed that up with a 2-0 win at Sunderland. And then it all sort of went wrong. We had possibly the 5 easiest games we could have had in the season, which started home at Burnley. We lost 2-1. Yeah, that was very disappointing. Away at Middlesbrough, we lost 2-1 there as well. Bournemouth away in the FA Cup. I played a slightly weaker team. Not that weakened, but slightly weaker. We lost 3-1. Not very good. Started fiddling around with the tactics at this point. Played a lot better at home against Bournemouth, but lost that one as well. Then we played Hull away, and I thought, yeah, this will be the game where we turn it around and it'll be fine. But we lost 2-1 there as well. As I said, I started messing around with the tactics, and I've sort of come up with something that I think is now working. And I used it against Crystal Palace, and we won 5-1, and we absolutely smashed them. Then we went to Everton. Everton came to us, and we beat them 1-0 with a 92nd minute goal from Martin Odegaard. So there's one new signing. We then played Man United away at Old Trafford and completed the league double over them. We beat them 3-0 at Old Trafford, which was mental, with Siggy getting 2 and Leroy Fer getting another. And earlier on in the season we had beaten them 2-0 at home as well, where Routledge and Bojan had scored. And we've just played a friendly, so it's international week, and we had a lot of players that needed some fitness. So we played Antwerp away and beat them 5-1, with goals from Owen Jones, the youngster, Odegaard, Kingsley, Montero and Llorente. And you join today with games against Arsenal and hopefully Chelsea if we've got enough time to do 2. But what else has happened? We have had transfers as well, so transfer history. On the outs, a couple of loan players have left. Oliver McBurney's gone on another loan, he's gone to Everness, and he's been joined by George Beers, something like that. Marvin Ennes came back on his loan, I immediately shipped him out. He went to Spartak Moscow for 1.8 million. A decent player. He was never going to threaten our starting lineup, so he could go. And Antonio Di Natale, he's gone. He was earning far too much money and not playing enough. 3 games, 3 appearances, 1 goal, average 5.9. He just didn't fit the system. When he came in, he was about 4 appearances for us, 0 goals, 6.68. He's been even worse for Panathinaikos. He just didn't fit our system at all. And we made a profit. We got him in on a free and sold him 250k. So on the ins, we've made 3 signings in January. Hatem Ben Arfa has come in on loan. Martin Odegaard you know about, and another winger called Sabin has also joined. And I like the look of this guy. He's only 25, and we bought him in for $1 million, so relatively cheap. And yeah, 2 appearances, 1 assist so far. He is currently injured, which is annoying at the moment. But yeah, it's going pretty well. As I say, we've had a uppick of results. I don't know why I do this to myself. I've picked possibly two really hard games to live com. They're both on TV, so a bit of extra money from that. But last time we lost to Chelsea 4-0 and we lost to Arsenal 2-1. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Other news of that, there's been no change on the staff. We're doing alright. Now we're still way down on the scouts and the physiotherapy, but the board won't let me increase the numbers or anything like that. We are also keeping an eye on our under-23s. They've had some very good performances from people. So Josh Vickers out on loan as a goalkeeper at Barnet. He's been doing well. Alfie Mawson has been playing phenomenally for our centre-back, as a centre-back, in the under-23s. And other standout performances, Connor Roberts away on loan. He's at Bristol Rovers. He's doing well. He could be pushing for a cheeky little first team spot when he comes back. And the guy Owen Jones, there he is. He's been doing pretty well for the under-23s. hasn't played any senior games, only that friendly, and he did score. But he looked decent. He's got some good player traits, which I kind of like for a striker that you want to run at people. But the tactic, let's get into the tactic. That has been monumental in our turnaround, really. What we've set up here is, so we used to play the attacking midfielder up there and then an out-and-out striker. But what we do now, Cork was complaining that he should be playing more, and I thought, do you know what? He really should, because I looked at the team report and into the squad depth, and what I noticed was that Jack Cork was one of our highest rated players that could play in midfield or hold in midfield. So I originally started to play him in this midfield role here. If I just go back to the tactics screen, I originally started to play him in this midfield role, and then realised I couldn't fit in Sigurdsson, Fur, Bojan, Cork and Keeson Young. So I dropped him back and pushed the wingers, told the wingers to be inside forward so they come in, because I really like overlapping fullbacks. One of the games we played, I think it was the 1-0 loss to Bournemouth, we set up like this. We got annihilated, really, because we played well going forward, but defending wise, he was set to a ball-in midfielder, so he was always pushing out to try and win the ball, which just left the two centre-backs exposed and the full-backs were up here somewhere. So what we've done now, we've changed it to a half-back. He's not brilliant, he's not 100% able to play it, but he's been doing it really well recently. So he drops in to make a back three when these guys push up. And up here, Bojan basically drops into the attacking midfield, and then Routledge and Odegaard fill in the gaps with one of these two. It's really odd. You put them both as centre midfielders attacks, and then I've edited what they do in their player instructions. But weirdly, when they've both got get further forward listed as the attacking player, they will never go together. One of them will push up and then one will arrive late in the box, and it works really, really well. Leroy Fur has been absolutely superb recently. Where is he? I mean, second in the average ratings. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists in 12 games. And Sigurdsson is also doing well. I mean, he's played a lot more, so he's got a lot more of an average rating, let's say. But really, these guys are playing awesome. Really, really well. I mean, Odegaard's come in, one starting appearance, 1 sub, 1 goal, 1 assist, so can't complain with that. And Ben Arthur 4-2. But if we look at the goals, Borja Baston, Routledge and Llorente are all on 6. But assists, Wayne Routledge has been playing absolutely phenomenal, which is annoying because he's old and I kind of want to sell him. But while he's playing so well, I can't. Anyway, I have rambled on enough. Let's get into the first live com. I'm going to pick the team and I will see you guys on the game day screen. Okay, welcome back. Interestingly enough, Arsenal are standout favourites and we're 10-1. But the match analysis from Michael Orpchal from Eurosport is saying that it's going to be a draw and we're both evenly matched. I'm not quite sure how he's done that because Arsenal are absolutely running away with the league and are 10 points clear of second place Tottenham. But yeah, Gylfi Sigurdsson's our star man, Alexis Sanchez obviously is theirs. Let's go into it. I'll say this over. I've left out Hatem Ben Arfa. He is coming back from an injury, so we might have risked him. We didn't need to. He's on the bench, so Jordi Amat isn't playing because he's being rested. That's the only reason why. And any team will miss Petr Cech. So we line up like this: Fabianski in goal, Norton, Lascelles, Arribas, and Taylor. As the interviewer pointed out, Jordi Amat is on the bench. Jack Cork, Sigurdsson, and Leroy Fur is that 3 that I was talking about prior to the game. Odegaard starts on the right after his really good start to joining the club. Routledge is on the left, and Bojan plays as the false 9. Arsenal line of a Spina in goal, and that's really the only standout difference. Although they've started Lucas and not Giroud. Giroud's on the bench. Carl Jenkinson's made their bench, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what we'd expect. Our tactic is to get in their face, make it really hard for them to play their passing football, and hopefully get the win. That's what we want. So we'll see what he wants to say. Go in hard on them. I'm also going to tell guys to tightly mark Lucas. And I'm also going to close down Aaron Ramsey and Cazorla. Because I said, I don't want them to play their passing football. And we should most definitely go out and play from where we were last time. As you can tell, I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, so it's a bit croaky, a bit Sean Dyche-esque. That's what I was trying to say. Other things about the tactic, we have a lot of instructions on. Obviously, everything of our team sort of focuses down the middle, and it allows our fullbacks to push on. We play very narrow. We have a slightly higher line. It's generally what I found about this tactic. It works really well. There was one point in one of the games, I can talk while this loads. There was one point in one of the games, I think it was Crystal Palace, when they scored. We were 4-0 up or something like that, and Crystal Palace went to a 4-3-3, and it really showed the deficiencies in the tactic, because they literally had 3 attackers against my 3 defenders, and we just couldn't handle it, really. And it proved to be really awkward. So we had to adjust some things there. Took the wing backs off attack, and went down from there, really. I'm just interested we haven't had a highlight. It's gone to only commentary. It's done this before for a lot of people. I've also started watching them in extended highlights, and I use the data analyst view, and I'll show you why, hopefully, when we get the next highlight, which is right here. So what I found about this view on data analyst, as Monreal heads clear, Bojan's picked it up though. Routledge, edge of the box. Anyone want to pick it up? Oh, well done, Jack Cork. After everyone ran away from it, it gives. This is a perfect example. It gives you this outline so you can see every single one of your players and where they're running, and it's really helped me build that tactic and who's doing what, who's pressing where, who drops down. And that's a good ball, and Ozil's through, and he's put it wide. And it's gone sort of intertwined with me watching on extended as well, because I feel that extended shows you more of the game. Obviously, that's why they call it extended, but it allows you to see more tactics and see where your deficiencies as a team lie, or where your strengths lie, what you're doing well, where you're attacking well, who's holding up the ball well. Like, for example, Bojan's moved really well into a channel and created so much space, but unfortunately Siggy couldn't do anything with it. But anyway, so I'm going to keep it on extended, but I'll cut the highlights down. But we're in. Odegaard's in. Oh, he's terrible shot from Martin Odegaard. So Siggy's picked it up in the middle, and he's found Bojan. I think it was from Leroy for Odegaard, and Siggy's through, and Siggy scores, and he's onside, and that is a cracking goal, and we are 1-0 up away at Arsenal. And here we go. So Bojan sticks it just infield to Odegaard. Odegaard with a lovely little through ball. It looked like it might have gone through the legs, outside of the boot. Goal, 1-0. Great stuff. Bellerin to Ozil. Back to Bellerin. Cazorla. Bellerin again. We're not letting him run down the wing, which is good. And Siggy has intercepted that wonderfully. Jamal Lascelles, he was looking for Routledge but couldn't pick him out. But Carl Norton's read that in front of Alexis Sanchez, and he's trying to put a ball through to Bojan, but Mustafi has got there. And it's just dawdling at the back with Ospina. And they're bringing this up well, Ozil. But I'm hoping what you mean, like you could understand what I mean with this, when an Ozil's hit the bar. Interrupting me there, Mesut. But yeah, from this view, I mean, it gives you such an overlay of what's going on that, I don't know, I really like it. I just genuinely really like this view. It's called the Analysis Cam or something. What's it called? It's called, yeah, Data Analyst. That's what it's called. And we're still using the behind goal low for replays, because it's just generally the best view for seeing a goal. Siggy's got his head to it, and Bojan's going to bring it away, and he's putting Routledge with a lovely ball. Routledge 1-on-1, and he's gone for the little dink, and he's scooped that so far over the bar. What a dickhead. Okay, so it's been quite an action-packed first half, and Arribas has beaten that, and Ospina, he looked like he came to get it, completely misjudged the flight of it, and Arribas has got his 3rd goal of the season. So Kyle Norton here with the throw-in, and he's got a long loopy throw, and Ospina just couldn't claim it. It's come off Arribas's chest, and he runs off like he scored an absolute worldie. But we have a highlight straight from the kickoff, but Alexis has given it away, and Odegaard's picked it up, and Bojan's put Siggy, and he's got Leroy Fer. Can it be 3? Oh, Ospina makes a good save. So Odegaard with the corner, but Ospina actually catches that one like a goalkeeper should. It's just such a good tactic. It gives us that, you know, synergy, if you will. And Bojan has just hit a rocket, which Ospina has got a hand to. But Alexis cuts inside and he squares it. Lucas Perez, good block on the shot. Walcott's run it wide, and it's just hoofed clear from Arribas. That's what we like to see. And I wasn't even commentating that corner. Walcott sticks it in. Alexis on the volley. Linesman runs, and it's 2-1, and it's brilliant play from Walcott. I'm pretty sure he's just scooped this back into the box on his left peg. Alexis Sanchez, what a run. And Fabianski. Power's just too much for Fabianski. 2-1. It's a tough game. It's definitely not all over. But we have got to half time, and we are 2-1 up. And I am going to tell them that I'm very happy with that performance. Am I going to risk saying anything else? No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'll go from there. Couldn't think of any changes that I wanted to make. I could drop our defensive line back a little bit, but it's not. Perez isn't getting in behind. I mean, you can see here we're marshalling Perez really well. So Monreal and Odegaard's read that, and Bojan has got acres of space to run into, and he's running his little legs. And Bojan, he's crossed it. Sigurdsson, that's a terrible header. I think he was trying to find Routledge, but so Ospina. We've played about an hour, and Walcott's got inside and Neil Taylor. He's got round Neil Taylor, and Walcott puts it in. Ozil, good save Fabianski, and he held on to it very well as well. And he's just absolutely hooved the clearance to nobody. So Sigurdsson puts it in. Mustafi with the head clear. Giroud knocks it on. Walcott, this could be a counter-attack. He's got Giroud running on the other side. Alexis Sanchez spreads it over to him. We can't get there. Oh, and he's hit it straight at Fabianski. Whew. It's getting close. It's getting close. Walcott. Ozil. Oh, it's 2-2. I don't think there's much I could have changed about that. Maybe could have gone to counter down from control, but Giroud heads it against, I think it was Arribas, and then Jack Cork, as the captain, couldn't clear it, fell to Ozil, placed it in the bottom corner nicely. Right, 65 minutes gone. I'm going to bring Odegaard off for Hatton Ben Arthur on that wing. I mean, Leroy Fer hasn't had a brilliant game, and Keeson Young has got some very good morale, so we'll try and bring him on to G everyone up, maybe tell a joke. I don't know, something like that. Do you reckon Keeson Young is the sort of player that tells a good joke? I don't. I think he plays. I think he plays well. I think he would tell terrible jokes. But anyway, let's see what happens here. So Walcott's bringing it away, and he's flicked it to Sanchez. Alex Sanchez squares it, and Giroud, surely that's got to be a penalty. Neil Taylor on a yellow card has just flattened Olivier Giroud as he had an open goal. But we're hitting him on the counter-attack, and Leroy Fer has put that wide. That's pretty terrible, really. Probably should have scored that. Ozil on the edge of the box. Fabianski just held it. I always think they're going to walk backwards into the goal and give a shit goal away. But here we go. So Bojan's got it. Sigurdsson. Oh, Monreal with a great tackle on Ben Arthur. Lovely ball through to Ozil. Oh, and he's put his shot wide. Right. I'm going to change. I'm really worried Neil Taylor's going to get sent off. So Stephen Kingsley's going to come on for him. And I'm going to drop Keeson Young onto... no, I can just drop him. Just don't drop him too much. Hopefully Sigurdsson will still make those runs into the box late and further forward. Right, Arribas. He's picked out Routledge well. His control is poor. El Neni gets up. Ozil, Coquelin. This is what I don't want to do is pass it, but El Neni gave it away. Oh, Siggy. Coquelin in the middle of the park. El Neni, Alexis. He's doing well. They're making the space. This is why they're top of the league. Good block from Stephen Kingsley there. He's been a bit disappointing, Kingsley, when I played him. I thought he was going to be better. And he's kept it off the line. I mean, I thought he was going to do better, but bloody hell, he's keeping us in this at the moment. Bojan brings it away. He's looking for Routledge, but it's a poor pass. But Bellerin's giving it away. Routledge cuts inside. Oh, he's forced a good save from Ospina. We've won the corner. Ben Arthur to take it. Swings it in with his left foot. It's headed away by Mustafi, but Ben Arthur picks it up. A cross or a shot, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't seen anything that bad since I saw my mate Kelv try to play football. Anyway, Giroud's through on goal. Foul straight at Fabianski. Should be doing better. I mean, they've had 18 shots to our 11. It's been a tough game. We've kept more possession than Arsenal at the Emirates, so that's quite impressive. Sigurdsson, Ben Arthur, can he win it? Oh, Ospina's tipped it over. This is tense because I think we could nick this, or they could nick it, or it could end a draw. They're your three options in football, really. One of the two teams wins, or it's a draw. So, and Ben Arthur has just put a really shit fast free kicking, but it's come to Routledge. Sigurdsson, I don't know, a 2-0 lead. I should be disappointed that we've thrown this away, but I don't know. I'm really disappointed that we've thrown this away. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to go talking about how I was going to be disappointed with a draw. And then Giroud, the marking is terrible. Giroud with a free header. Right, we've got not long. 30 seconds. Get back on attack. It's going to leave us wide open at the back, but it's what we need at the moment. We need to push forward and go for this equaliser. And I think that's it. And we've thrown away a 2-0 lead to lose 3-2 to Arsenal. And I don't want to fault them. He's right. Alan Curtis is right. I don't want to say it was a awful second half, because it's only 3. We've lost by 1 goal to the league leaders. And I should be disappointed. Well, I am disappointed because we've given away a 2-goal lead and we looked so comfortable. I mean, we had more possession. They've had a few more shots, but gutting that. Oh yeah, me and Arsene Wenger got into a bit of a tiff before. But what can you do? I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to do the Chelsea game. Because this has been a bit of a long episode with everything, and where I put it on extended highlights, it is going to be a bit longer. So I'll probably be back I could try and get revenge over Man City and Watford and do that as to header. In the comment section, let me know about the tactics, what you think can I improve about it, what I should do when that happens, when we go 1 or 2-0 up against a big team. And I don't want to change it too much because we're doing well, but I should change it, but I don't really know what to do. So let me know in the comments about that. I'll definitely finish the second season no matter how far we get, either alongside my Maribor save, or hopefully it'll be finished just before it, so I can start the Maribor save as a clean slate. I will be pushing for European football, I think, in the second season, if I can finish in the European places. Please drop a like if you've enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, let me know what videos you're doing, who you're managing in FM17, or if you're still playing FM16, let me know how it's going. Yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Football Manager 17 content.